stock market news today. Here is what investors need to know about the latest stock market updates. Hey there fellow investors and tech enthusiasts, welcome back to another exciting episode of our YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you're interested in staying updated on stock market news, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Now, let's jump right into today's headlines. Yesterday, there was a notable surge in stocks, signaling a turnaround from the S&P 500's 5-day decline. This positive shift was driven by the announcement of better-than-expected earnings from several tech companies. One standout performer was Spotify, which saw its shares rise by an impressive 10% after reporting its first quarterly profit in over a year, solidifying its position as a leading player in the music streaming market. Moving on to another tech giant in the spotlight today, Meta Platforms, the parent company of Facebook. If you've been attempting to contact Facebook customer support for assistance and haven't received a response, it's likely because they are currently occupied with other matters. Meta is facing legal action from a bipartisan group of 42 state attorneys general. These lawsuits contend that the social media behemoth knowingly caused harm to adolescents and children. The majority of states, including Colorado, South Carolina, and Minnesota, have filed a federal lawsuit accusing Meta of employing addictive algorithms on Facebook and Instagram to target young users, while downplaying the potential psychological impact of its apps. Additionally, attorneys general from the District of Columbia, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and 5 other states have brought forth separate but similar state-level lawsuits against Meta. Florida has also initiated its own federal lawsuit, opting for an independent course of action. Meta has issued a response to these legal proceedings, affirming its shared commitment with the Attorney General's office to ensure safe and positive online experiences for teenagers. However, Meta argues that lawsuits may not be the most effective approach to addressing the issue. These legal actions could potentially compel Meta to implement protective measures. Recent reports and warnings have indicated that excessive use of social media platforms, such as Instagram, may have adverse effects on the mental health of young individuals. Internal documents from a comprehensive study revealed that teenage girls perceived Instagram as having a negative impact on their body image. In May, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a public advisory underscoring the significant risks that social media poses to children's health. In a broader context, while there is a growing mental health crisis among teenagers, experts hold differing opinions on the correlation between social media usage and overall well-being. Shifting focus from the aforementioned situation, both Google and Microsoft have reported favorable financial results. These tech industry giants have seen substantial increases in revenue, signaling a resurgence in the growth of major tech companies following a period of decline in the previous year. Alphabet, the parent company of Google, reported an 11% rise in revenue, primarily attributed to increased advertising sales, reaching approximately $77 billion for the third quarter. Meanwhile, Microsoft's revenue experienced a 13% surge to $56.5 billion, propelled by a rising demand for its products, particularly in the field of artificial intelligence. However, Alphabet stock experienced a decline in after-hours trading as it fell short of revenue projections for its cloud division. Turning our attention to the world of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin has made an impressive rally, surpassing $35,000 for the first time since May 2022. BTC has more than doubled in value this year, exciting investors who have been eagerly anticipating the launch of a mainstream Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. A federal appeals court has officially criticized the SEC for rejecting Grayscale Investments' proposal for a Bitcoin ETF, stating that the agency's rationale was flawed. Shortly thereafter, a presumed ticker for a BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF briefly appeared on a financial clearinghouse's website. These ETFs have the potential to increase demand for Bitcoin by offering investors direct exposure to the cryptocurrency without the need for ownership. In the cryptocurrency industry, which faced a downturn last year, several challenges have emerged. These include regulatory lawsuits against exchanges, the collapse of the Terra USD stablecoin, and the arrest of its founder. Additionally, the industry is facing allegations of facilitating terrorism financing. All of this is happening alongside the fraud trial of FTX's founder, who is accused of mishandling customer funds. On a broader scale, Bitcoin's recent resurgence can be attributed to the growing acceptance of cryptocurrency within the mainstream financial sector, despite its original intent to bypass traditional financial systems. It's worth noting that Boeing reported a loss of $1.64 billion for the third quarter due to reduced deliveries of its popular aircraft and increased spending on the construction of 2 new Air Force One presidential jets. Boeing has revised its production forecast for the 737 MAX to a range of 375 to 400 planes for the year, down from the previous estimate of 400 to 450 planes. This adjustment is due to the need for inspections and additional work to address a pressure ceiling issue in the aircraft. Boeing, in collaboration with supplier Spirit AeroSystems, is actively addressing problems related to incorrectly drilled rivet holes in the fuselage. Additionally, Boeing reported a $482 million loss in the quarter related to a contract with the Air Force for the construction of 2 new presidential jets, primarily due to higher-than-expected manufacturing costs. The company also incurred a $315 million loss on a satellite contract. Excluding special items, Boeing reported a loss of $3.26 per share in the quarter. However, revenue increased by 13% to reach $18.1 billion. Despite the challenging quarter, some analysts believe that investors' response would be relatively muted. The reduced forecast for aircraft deliveries was not unexpected, as issues with the pressure bulkhead on these planes were already known. Boeing delivered 105 commercial planes during the quarter, a decrease from the 112 delivered in the same period the previous year, primarily due to production challenges. Boeing CEO David Calhoun expressed confidence in the company's ability to achieve its long-term financial goals. He highlighted ongoing efforts to stabilize the supply chain and gradually increase aircraft production rates. In a message to employees, Calhoun emphasized that there is still strong demand for Boeing's planes, which will be crucial for the company's recovery. He acknowledged external concerns about the company's performance, but viewed them as an opportunity to demonstrate resilience and improvement. In other news, RTX shares saw a more than 7% surge following the defense contractor's announcement of better-than-expected results, a stock buyback plan, and positive progress in addressing a potential jet engine defect issue. Formerly known as Raytheon, the company reported earnings per share of $1.25 for the third quarter of fiscal 2023, along with revenue of $13.46 billion, surpassing market estimates for both figures. RTX saw a notable 16% increase in sales at its Collins Aerospace division and a 3% uptick in its Raytheon unit. However, sales at its Pratt & Whitney Group experienced a substantial 83% decline due to the need for inspections on a widely used engine related to a rare condition of powder metal. CEO Greg Hayes assured that the company has made significant headway in these inspections and anticipates that the financial impact will align with the previously disclosed charge. RTX shares had faced a decline since the Pratt & Whitney issue came to light, prompting the company to view this situation as an appealing investment opportunity. In response, RTX announced a plan to repurchase an additional $10 billion in stock, expanding its existing repurchase program to a total of $36 billion to $37 billion through 2025. The company also expressed its expectation of achieving full-year sales of $74 billion, which falls at the high end of its previous guidance. Additionally, RTX narrowed the range of its earnings per share outlook to $4.98 to $5.02, down from the previous range of $4.95 to $5.05. Additionally, the company revealed that an undisclosed buyer has agreed to acquire the cybersecurity, intelligence, and services business within Raytheon for $1.3 billion. Shifting focus to General Motors, the company recently reported stronger than anticipated results for the quarter, boasting a 5% increase in sales compared to the previous year. However, profits experienced a 7% decline, totaling $3.1 billion, primarily due to the ongoing United Auto Workers strike that commenced on September 15th. It's worth noting that GM's report covered the quarter ending on September 30th, meaning the strike's impact may be more pronounced in the subsequent quarter. In light of targeted work stoppages by the UAW, GM has withdrawn its annual guidance, citing a significant weekly profit loss of $200 million. Additionally, GM has abandoned its target of producing 400,000 electric vehicles by the following summer, as automakers are re-evaluating their strategies in the electric vehicle market. Following GM's earnings report, UAW President Shawn Fain organized a walkout at GM's Arlington, Texas factory, which is among the company's largest and most lucrative assembly plants. In response, GM criticized the Arlington strike, deeming it unnecessary and irresponsible. The company stated that it had recently enhanced its offer to the union and referred to its proposal as an unprecedented contract, which encompasses a 23% wage increase spread over 4 years. Nevertheless, Fain contended that this offer falls short of the union's expectations. And that's it. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thank you for joining us in this video, and we hope to see you in the next one. Happy investing!